Turning to our top story this evening in the ongoing search for Nancy Guthrie. County Sheriff's Department says the suspect's clothes may have been purchased from Walmart, but they're not exclusively available at that store.
Banfield, who hosts her own podcast called Drop Dead Serious, is breaking exclusives on this case like nobody's business. And yesterday, she had quite a
Now, Savannah Guthrie shares a new message for hope as a piece of evidence found near the scene of her mother's disappearance could provide.
Turn that off. Turn that off right now. That's the first thing Daniel Whitmore screams in the leaked FBI interrogation footage that just surfaced online. Not, "I'm innocent." Not, "This is a mistake." But turn it off. And what the agents were playing is the reason this case just exploded across the internet. Because seconds before he lost control, the FBI pressed play on a recorded burner phone call. And the voice on that call, it sounds exactly like him. Calm, focused, calculating. Once she changes the will, we get nothing. It has to happen before Friday. Friday. The same Friday Eleanor Whitmore vanished without a trace. Now here's where it gets worse. Investigators didn't just have the audio. They had text messages, screenshots, deleted chats recovered from the cloud. And one message in particular is what made the entire room go silent, make it look like a break-in. At that moment, Daniel stops talking. His hands start shaking. He asks for water. Then he whispers something agents didn't expect. "You don't understand, it wasn't supposed to go this far." What does that mean? Go how far? And why did he suddenly ask if Marcus had already talked? Because according to insider sources, Marcus just flipped. And if that's true, this isn't just a disappearance anymore. It's a betrayal. It's about money. It's about inheritance. And it might be about something much darker than anyone imagined. And trust me, what the FBI found on his laptop, that's the part they haven't even told the public yet. If you're just joining this story, you need to understand something very important. This didn't start overnight. This wasn't random. And according to insiders close to the family, this explosion was a ticking time bomb waiting to detonate. Eleanor Whitmore wasn't just a wealthy widow. She was a financial powerhouse. Real estate empire, private investments, multi-million-dollar trust funds, quiet political connections. The kind of woman who didn't just write checks, she controlled futures. But behind the polished charity galas and smiling holiday photos, sources say the Whitmore family was fractured, especially when it came to Daniel. Daniel Whitmore, the ambitious, smooth-talking son-in-law who married Eleanor's only daughter 5 years ago. At first, he was charming, calculated charming. Friends described him as too polished, too perfect. He entered the family during a vulnerable time, right after Eleanor's husband passed away. And almost immediately, he positioned himself close to the financial operations, reviewing contracts, offering business advice, volunteering to help manage digital accounts. Some family members were uncomfortable, but no one spoke up publicly. Until last year, because that's when rumors of Daniel's financial problems started circulating. Private debt, failed startup investments, high-risk trading losses. According to someone claiming to be a former associate, Daniel was drowning in millions of dollars in undisclosed liabilities. And here's the detail that changes everything. 3 weeks before Eleanor disappeared, she allegedly met with her estate attorney multiple times. Sources claim she was preparing to make significant revisions to her will, revisions that would drastically reduce Daniel's indirect access to the estate. In fact, one insider bluntly said, she realized he cared more about the money than the marriage. Now pause for a second. Imagine that, a multi-million-dollar inheritance, possibly slipping away. At the exact same time financial pressure is tightening. And then Eleanor vanishes. No signs of forced entry. No ransom note. No public struggle. Just gone. Security cameras? Disabled. Alarm system? Manually overridden. And here's where it gets controversial. Guess who had temporary access to both systems? Daniel. He told authorities it was coincidence. He said he was updating software. He said the cameras must have malfunctioned. But digital forensic analysts now claim the system was accessed using his personal login credentials the night before she disappeared. And it gets darker. because neighbors reported hearing Ray's voices 2 nights before Eleanor went missing. A heated argument, a male voice shouting, "You're making a huge mistake," followed by a door slamming. Police were never called. The family never addressed it publicly. But after the leaked interrogation surfaced, social media detectives went back and found an old post Eleanor made just days before vanishing. It simply said, "Sometimes betrayal wears a familiar face." The post was deleted within hours. But screenshots live forever. Now let's talk about Marcus, because his name keeps coming up. Marcus Hale, Daniel's cousin, former contractor, minor criminal record, known for questionable business deals. And according to the leaked texts shown in interrogation, Marcus wasn't just casually mentioned. He was part of planning discussions. Allegedly, in one recovered message, Daniel supposedly wrote, "She doesn't suspect anything. Friday is our only window." Only window for what? That's what the FBI is trying to determine. When agents questioned Daniel the first time, he appeared confident. He denied everything. He said Marcus was unstable. He said his phone was compromised. He insisted he loved Eleanor like his own mother. But here's what makes this story feel inevitable. Multiple family friends now admit there were warning signs: controlling behavior, sudden financial curiosity, unexplained tension during family gatherings. One source even claims Eleanor quietly told a close friend, "If anything ever happens to me, look at who benefits." And now, the internet is doing exactly that. Because when you follow the money, when you follow the digital trail, when you follow the deleted searches, and the burner phone activation date, it all seems to circle back to one person, Daniel. But here's the thing, he still hasn't been officially charged. And that's what makes this even more explosive. Because if the interrogation leak is real, if Marcus really flipped, if the forensic evidence holds up, this could turn from suspicion into something much more devastating. And what investigators discovered next, it wasn't just about money anymore. It was about something far more deliberate and far more chilling. The leaked footage doesn't start at the beginning. It starts in the middle of pressure. Daniel is already sweating. 2 federal agents sit across from him, one silent, one relentless. Agent Carter leans forward and slides a printed transcript across the metal table. "Read line 7 out loud." Daniel hesitates. His jaw tightens. "I'd rather have my attorney present." Agent Carter doesn't blink. "This is your voice, Daniel." Silence. The camera zooms slightly. His fingers tremble as he reads. "Friday is the only window. After she signs, we lose everything." The room freezes. Daniel exhales sharply. That's taken out of context. Out of context? Agent Carter taps the table. "Okay, then explain the context." Before Daniel can answer, the agent presses play. The burner phone recording fills the room. Daniel's voice, calm, controlled, speaks through the speaker. "Make it look random. No connection back to us. Cameras first." Daniel's face drains of color. "That's not what I meant." "Oh." Carter responds coldly. "Then what did you mean?" And here's where everything shifts. Because instead of denying the voice, Daniel pivots. "That doesn't prove kidnapping." Not kidnapping. He didn't say a crime. He didn't say illegal. He specifically said kidnapping. The agents exchange a glance. Agent Carter leans in slowly. "We didn't say anything about kidnapping." Daniel's breathing becomes uneven. The silence is deafening. He just revealed knowledge of a crime investigators hadn't officially mentioned in the interrogation, a detail only someone involved would assume. And the internet caught it instantly. Clips of that exact moment are already spreading across social media. People are replaying it frame by frame. Why would he jump to kidnapping unless he knew that's what happened? But the real bomb drops 47 seconds later. Agent Carter reaches into a folder and pulls out something unexpected. A second device. Another phone, recovered from Marcus Hale's apartment. And this one contains voice memos, secret recordings, recorded by Marcus himself. Carter presses play. Marcus's voice whispers, "If this goes wrong, I'm not going down alone. You promised me it would be clean, Daniel." Daniel slams his hands on the table. He's lying. He's setting me up. But then the second voice enters the recording. Daniel's voice. Clear, unfiltered. There won't be a body to find. The room explodes. Daniel stands up abruptly. The chair scrapes violently across the floor. I want a lawyer. Right now. And the footage cuts. No resolution. No clarification. Just Daniel being escorted out. But here's the twist that changes everything. Insider sources now claim Marcus didn't just flip. He allegedly negotiated immunity in exchange for testimony, which means if Marcus talks publicly, this case doesn't stay a disappearance. It becomes a conspiracy, and possibly premeditated. And what investigators uncovered on Daniel's laptop the very next morning, that's what might seal his fate. What investigators pulled from Daniel's laptop the next morning is what truly set this case on fire. Because it wasn't just suspicious. It was chilling, according to leaked forensic summaries now circulating online. Digital analysts recovered deleted browser searches from just days before Eleanor vanished. And the timestamps? 2:17 a.m., 3:02 a.m., 3:47 a.m. Searches made while the rest of the house was asleep. Searches like, how long before a missing person case becomes federal? Best way to disable residential security cameras. Can deleted messages be traced by authorities? And the one that made even veteran investigators pause. How deep does a body need to be buried to avoid detection? The room reportedly went silent when that appeared on the screen. Daniel's defense team immediately claimed the laptop had been accessed remotely. Hacking, they argued. But forensic specialists pushed back hard because metadata logs allegedly show biometric login confirmation, fingerprint authentication, Daniel's fingerprint. And if that wasn't enough, analysts discovered something else buried in the system. A deleted draft email, never sent, but saved. The subject line simply read, contingency plan. The body of the email included a line that has now gone viral. If she refuses to cooperate, we move forward Friday night. Friday again. That word keeps coming back. Within hours of this leak hitting social media, the internet exploded. Hashtag Whitmore Interrogation started trending nationwide. True crime influencers began dissecting every second of the footage. One viral thread posted, he didn't deny the plan. He denied the charge. Another wrote, the kidnapping slip was a mistake. That was guilt. Even celebrities began weighing in. A well-known crime documentary producer tweeted, this might be one of the most damning interrogation leaks I've seen in years. Meanwhile, supporters of Daniel launched their own counterattack. Hashtag #FrameDaniel began trending alongside the accusations. Some claim Marcus was manipulating the narrative. Others insisted the recordings could have been edited. Conspiracy theories multiplied by the hour. But then, a new detail dropped. A parking garage surveillance clip from a night Eleanor disappeared. Blurry, grainy, timestamp 11:42 p.m. A dark SUV registered under a shell company connected to Daniel's failed business was spotted entering a private storage facility 3 miles from the Whitmore estate. The footage doesn't show who's driving, but the access card used to enter the facility belonged to Marcus. And guess who's seen in the passenger seat silhouette? The internet thinks it's Daniel, but authorities haven't confirmed it yet. And here's the most disturbing part. Investigators executed a quiet search warrant at that same storage unit yesterday morning. They haven't revealed what they found, but sources claim it wasn't empty. Now the question isn't just what Daniel knew, it's what he tried to hide. And if what's inside that storage unit connects back to the searches on his laptop, this story isn't just escalating, it's about to detonate. And someone close to the family just hinted that another recording exists, one that hasn't been leaked. Not yet. By the afternoon after the laptop leak and surveillance footage rumors went viral, social media had officially lost control. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, every platform was ablaze. Hashtags like hashtag Whitmore Interrogation, hashtag #FrameDaniel, and hashtag Justice for Eleanor were trending worldwide. Within hours, millions of users had shared, retweeted, or commented on every snippet of the leaked FBI interrogation footage, sparking a digital wildfire of outrage, suspicion, and debate. Fans of Eleanor immediately accused Daniel of cold-blooded planning. One viral tweet claimed, He smiled while they showed him the text. He knew. Hashtag Whitmore interrogation. Hashtag Guthrie drama. Others defended him fiercely, claiming everything could have been misinterpreted, insisting deleted browser history doesn't equal guilt. Hashtag frame Daniel. Insiders from the entertainment world began weighing in. A fake source close to Nancy's family leaked messages to a viral Instagram account, claiming Daniel had been desperate for money due to gambling debts. The post read, he was facing bankruptcy. The inheritance was the only thing keeping him afloat. This is why it went so dark. Hashtag Whitmore leaks. The story even captured the attention of celebrities and influencers, each adding fuel to the controversy. A popular true crime podcaster tweeted, "If this story is true, Daniel's actions are chilling. The FBI footage proves premeditation, not panic." Hashtag Whitmore interrogation. Meanwhile, reality TV stars jumped into the debate, creating an entirely new angle of entertainment drama. One influencer live-streamed their own analysis, pointing out facial expressions, voice hesitations, and subtle body language in the interrogation footage, sparking hours of heated discussion in comment sections. The traditional media couldn't ignore it either. Fake news outlets and tabloid-style channels created countdowns, live reactions, and what we know so far, updates every hour. Headlines screamed, "Betrayal, lies, and kidnapping? Daniel Whitmore exposed." FBI interrogation leaks shocks nation. Public demands answers. Public division was at an all-time high. Families, co-workers, and community members openly debated guilt and innocence online. Some argued Daniel acted alone. Others speculated Marcus had orchestrated a larger scheme. Tension escalated further when anonymous social media users started claiming they had insider information, uploading blurry screenshots of text threads supposedly between Daniel and accomplices, all fueling the chaos. Even financial analysts got involved, analyzing Daniel's failed businesses, unexplained wealth, and sudden lifestyle changes as motive indicators. A viral TikTok explained, with exaggerated graphs. Look at the debt, the inheritance potential, the desperate searches on his laptop. This is textbook premeditation. Celebrity reactions added another layer of controversy. One late-night host joked about the leaked FBI footage on air, calling it the plot of a Netflix thriller you can't turn off. Another reality star shared a TikTok claiming that Daniel's actions were more twisted than any reality TV betrayal we've ever seen. The internet exploded with side debates. Hashtag Team Eleanor. Demanding justice, alleging Daniel's guilt. Hashtag Team Daniel. Claiming a setup, emphasizing Marcus' suspicious role. Hashtag Whitmore mystery. Conspiracy theorists insisting deeper secrets were hidden, including more unposted FBI footage. Meanwhile, forums were flooded with screenshots of supposed deleted email draft, speculation about the storage unit, and discussions about the chilling late-night browser searches. Some users even began piecing together timelines and cross-referencing social media posts, creating fan-made digital reconstructions of the alleged crime. The backlash wasn't just online. Fake industry sources reported that executives in the family's business network were concerned about reputational damage, implying potential lawsuits, freezes on inheritance, and private investigations underway. Lawyers were allegedly being consulted to manage PR fallout. And just when it seemed like the storm couldn't intensify further, whispers of another recording began circulating. A tape that no one had seen, one that insiders claimed would blow the entire case open. Naturally, social media was in a frenzy, with hashtags like hashtag Next Whitmore Leak trending before the evening even began. The public wanted answers, but no one knew who would speak first or what the tape actually contained. Every post, comment, and article intensified the drama. Fans couldn't stop watching. Celebrities couldn't stop commenting. The world had collectively tuned into a story that was only escalating, and the sense of urgency, betrayal, and scandal made it impossible to look away. The question on everyone's mind? Just when it seemed Daniel Whitmore's nightmare had reached its peak, a jaw-dropping revelation surfaced that no one saw coming. An anonymous source, claiming to be a former FBI analyst on the case, leaked what appeared to be the smoking gun video footage. A recording of Daniel making a phone call late at night, hours before the kidnapping, speaking in hushed, urgent tones. But here's the twist. The person on the other end wasn't Marcus. It was someone no one suspected. In the clip, Daniel's voice trembled. It has to be perfect. If Nancy changes the will, everything's gone. I can't fail this time. The camera then shows a shadowy figure, their face obscured, responding with a calm, calculated tone.